Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's been 8 months since Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple got engaged on the season finale of The Golden Bachelorette, and still, there are no signs that the two will be getting married anytime soon. Joan was ABC's first Golden Bachelorette, the network's attempt to widen their audience for their Bachelor franchise shows. The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette are ABC's way of appealing to those of an older generation. The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 ended with Joan, a native of Maryland, choosing to get engaged to Chock, who lives in his hometown of Wichita, Kansas. Of course, figuring out geography is all part of the game of falling in love, whether that's in real life or on reality TV. Still, while Joan and Chock are still together, they've yet to announce any plans to move in together or get married. And at this point, it doesn't appear as if they'll ever walk down the aisle. Since winning, Joan and Chock's relationship has obviously been of interest to fans who watched their journey to love on The Golden Bachelorette. Joan and Chock spent the months showcasing their relationship online, posting photos of vacations together and promotional obligations. The two attended events, as the golden couple should, and gave interviews about their love story. The one thing they didn't do was announce any upcoming wedding plans. Instead, both have embraced fame and influencer life, particularly Joan. Joan has a huge platform now of fans who resonated with her story of finding her second chance at love after the death of her husband, Joan Vassos, in 2021. Joan's parlayed her fame into becoming a spokesperson for multiple products and organizations. She's walking in celebrity charity fashion shows and offering her fans discounts on products like Thrive Cosmetics, Vita Protein, and L'Oreal. Joan has really taken to the influencer lifestyle, which means she's jet-setting around while Chock is mostly still in Wichita. At times, it seems like the two are living separate lives. Sure, they still see each other when they can and spent the 4th of July holiday together with family. But it does appear that Joan isn't in a rush to move to Wichita to be with Chock, and vice versa. Chock doesn't just live in Wichita. It's where he was born and raised, and where he has established his life. Chock has a thriving business in Wichita and lives in a sprawling home complete with his own man cave. Chock loves Wichita, and he's made an effort to introduce Joan to the charms of Midwestern life. Though the couple once expressed a desire to move somewhere new together, namely New York City, there haven't been any announcements on that end either. In fact, the two have been quiet about their NYC dreams lately, which has led to speculation that the plan has been put on hold. Joan and Chock recently shared a video updating fans on the status of their relationship. On June 13th, they shared a joint video in which they chatted from New York City about their relationship, revealing they hadn't seen each other in weeks prior to meeting up. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple seemed like a couple destined to beat the odds. After the heartbreak Joan endured on The Golden Bachelor, many viewers felt like her second chance at love with Chock Chapple was the perfect ending she deserved. Their relationship, which bloomed quietly off-screen, brought hope to fans who believed in love at any age. But that hope has now been shaken with the recent announcement of their breakup. Joan and Chock confirmed their split in separate statements that sent shockwaves through the Bachelor Nation community. The two had only recently gone public with their relationship, making their debut as a couple at several events and on social media, where fans showered them with support. Joan, poised and graceful, and Chock, a charismatic and kind-hearted gentleman, appeared to be the embodiment of mature love, steady, thoughtful, and drama-free. So what went wrong? According to Joan, the split was a difficult but necessary decision. In a heartfelt post shared on Instagram, she wrote, "Chock is an incredible person with a beautiful heart. We had a special connection that I will always treasure. But after many conversations and some tough reflection, we realized that we are in very different chapters of our lives. Sometimes love just isn't enough to bridge that gap." Joan's words struck a chord with many fans who had admired her for her strength during The Golden Bachelor. She left the show early to support her daughter during a postpartum crisis, prioritizing her family over her chance at love. That decision endeared her to viewers, and when news of her dating Chock Chapple emerged months later, many celebrated her resilience and the possibility of a fresh start. Chock, for his part, echoed Joan's sentiment but added a touch of emotional vulnerability to his statement. "I care deeply for Joan and always will. We've shared laughter, great conversations, and real connection. But sometimes, even with the best intentions, two people simply can't align in the ways that matter most for the long haul. I wish her nothing but happiness. Insiders close to the couple suggest that while there was no dramatic betrayal or scandal involved, the challenges of blending two well-established lives at their age created friction. Joan, a dedicated mother and grandmother based in Maryland, remains deeply involved with her family. Chock, based in the Midwest and semi-retired, enjoys a different pace of life, one rooted in routine and his own social circles. The long-distance nature of their relationship reportedly played a role in the breakup. Despite their attempts to travel and spend quality time together, the logistics of maintaining a relationship across states became increasingly difficult. Both Joan and Chock have rich lives with deep commitments, Joan with her children and grandchildren, and Chock with his local community and volunteer work. There were also hints, according to sources, that the two had different visions of the future. Joan, still energetic and active, is said to be open to new adventures and experiences. Chock, on the other hand, enjoys a quieter, more settled life. While neither approach is wrong, it seems the pair couldn't find a middle ground that worked for both. Some fans have speculated that the pressure of being in the spotlight may have added strain to their relationship. After all, any romance that begins under the microscope of reality TV or public scrutiny can be difficult to nurture privately. Though Joan and Chock largely kept their romance low-key, the expectations from Bachelor Nation, and perhaps from themselves, may have created invisible pressure to make things work even when it became clear that they were drifting apart. Despite the breakup, both Joan and Chock are choosing to focus on gratitude rather than regret. In a brief follow-up comment on her post, Joan thanked fans for their kindness, writing, "The support from this community has meant so much. Love can come into our lives at unexpected times and in unexpected ways. I'm grateful for the memories and hopeful for the future." We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.